What's the best and the worst nail in the ark? What's the best and the worst nail in the ark? Noah's building an ark, and he puts it up on stilts, but he forgets to put a nail in the bottom of the boat, a big wooden plug. And that's important, because if the rain comes down, the ark will sink. So God taps him on the shoulder and says, Noah, there's a problem here. But Noah's so busy running around trying to get all the animals into the ark. So God looks and says, well, we'll have to see what happens here. Then along comes the devil, and he looks into the distance and he sees this crazy guy building an ark in a desert. And he says, I better take a closer look at that. He wanders up to the ark, but of course he can't approach as the devil, so he has to take a disguise. Well, the devil's got very little imagination, so he turns himself into a snake. And he slithers along, and then he sees this hole in the bottom of the boat where the nail should have gone. And he sizes it up and he says, I could just about fit through that. So in he gets, it's a tight squeeze, boom, he gets into the ark. Devil's in the ark, danger. And then he's very hungry from all this, so he looks around for an animal to eat. Woof, eats a spider. And then all of a sudden Noah closes the hatch and he's lifting up his hands to give all the animals a blessing. Well, the devil doesn't want to wait for a blessing, so he finds the hole and he slithers back down and he puts his head down the bottom of the boat, and then suddenly he gets stuck and he suddenly realizes, I'm fatter because of the animals I ate. And then there's this sound. It was the rain coming down. And for 40 days and 40 nights, the ark stays afloat thanks to the devil who's plugging up the hole. That's why we say he's the best and the worst nail in the ark. He's the best nail because he saves the ark. He's the worst nail because he's the devil. Here's the theology there, and it's rather dangerous. Even the devil, doing his worst, ends up serving God. Even the devil does the will of God despite himself, because God's too clever for him. And that's what we celebrate. And there's a good verse that goes with that. It's in Romans 8:28. God works everything together for good for those who love him.